that's never touched. So one day I can go in my attic and be like, this is every shirt, every hoodie, everything that I ever made. So there was only 3 pairs of those leggings made. The 2 girls have them, and I have one in a box in my attic. But I finally broke down, and last night inside the store, I put up the Cage Titans leggings in the store. So you can go check those out in the We Are Cage Titans collection on the store. So that's all my housekeeping. Jeremy Keys is screaming for the Hitman. The Hitman. He's going to steal the Hall's heart next Saturday night, and we have him here. So bring him on in, Jake Hixenbaugh, the Hitman himself.
Hey, what up, man?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I just got done with practice. Just got done wrapping up striking and all that. I had to mop the mats and all that. Jake's birthday's today, so he had to dip out a little early. But
nice. Well,
yeah,
for those who don't
take care of the duties.
For those who don't know the Jake, you're the Jake, but the Jake behind the Jake is your coach and mentor, Jacob Bohn, the Jaguar. And he's 35 today? Did I hear that?
Yep.
Nice.
35.
Happy birthday, Jacob Bohn. We look forward to it. We'll celebrate with you, and maybe I'll buy you a Cage Titan seltzer next Saturday night after the fight. But you know,
those
Jake,
IPAs.
Oh, he likes the Fight Night IPAs. All right, cool. We'll get him some. We'll get him some of those. But anyways, so obviously, you know, back the last show, I saw that you did your interview with Domenico. You know, we had Aaron on earlier. Kind of like, if you can bring us back to that fight that happened, your first showdown. What was it like for you? You know, I kind of set the stage. There was illegal elbows. They deemed them unintentional, so it was a no contest. But bring us back to that night and kind of surrounding that. Where was it from your perception of that?
Are you talking about before that situation, like the whole fight?
Yeah, just kind of bring us in kind of how you saw that fight playing out and kind of the controversy.
So, bro, we squared up. He threw some leg kicks that were really slow. He didn't hit me with anything. I don't know. He just felt slower than I thought. He's telling me, I'm going into some comments and stuff. He's saying I'm going to shoot every 5 seconds. He shot first. You know, he went for the trip. I reversed it. I went for the shot. He went for his guillotine. Didn't really threaten me with the guillotine at all. He, went for, the elbows to the back of the head. I started feeling some tinglies. From these didn't hurt the first 2, 3, you know, it is what it is. And I hear the ref, and then one hits me right here. And the ref goes, you got to watch that. Then he posts and shifts his weight or shifts his hips and really starts hacking down. And I get it, heat of the moment or whatever, but you got to be fucking smarter, dude. You've had so many fights at this point, you shouldn't. It doesn't matter, if he even says, some of them were illegal. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. You got to be better than that. And I don't know, I went, blind for a little bit. I'm seeing white for a second. I'm looking up at him for a second. And I look at my coaches and stuff. And I'm thinking first, I didn't know what was going on. And, you go blind for whatever, and you're out for a second, and I didn't know. And the next thing I know, I'm talking to the doctor, in the cage, and they're like, you won by DQ. And I go back, I'm in the back of the stage and stuff, and then I get my check and stuff, and they're like, it was a no contest. I was like, what? I don't care about that, bro. You know, people are pushing for yeah, it is what it is. It's not I'm not sitting here going, oh my gosh, that should have been a DQ. I don't give a fuck. I'm fighting him now, and I'm gonna get my W next weekend. So I don't really care about any the past and all that. It is what it is. He can sit here, he can talk for months and months and months, but now I get to get my hands on him, and I can't wait. You know.
I said it with him. I could tell his excitement in kind of coming through it. I can feel the excitement that you have, and I can see you getting a little. I don't want to say you worked up, but I can tell I can feel that passion.
Yeah, man. I mean, this kid's been talking for months and shit. Like, I was never even offered his name. Like, it is what it is, with you guys not offering me him in November or anything. But, I was a little upset about that. I'm not going to lie. I wanted him. But it was the guy that beat me. So, and then he just kind of rolled over for him after he went for his guillotine and it didn't work. And, yeah, I want to just finish Hughes and just end this chapter, and yeah, just show him that I'm fucking better than him.
There you go, man. Listen, I don't want you mad at me. So don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, bro. You gave me the fight this time. We
can
start 24 off of the bang.
Yeah, listen, man. It's a banger of a fight. I mean, I forget like in so many things have happened since that first fight. I think. Again, it's the past, but like I forget, like one time you weren't available, then it was like this, or like, and then at one point, you guys were going to do,
Yeah, I couldn't train till July and stuff, and like, it like I couldn't fight, and he's like talking about how he wants to fight in July and shit. So like, try to push me to a fight in July when I can't even train till July. I mean, it's kind of stupid. And then I wanted to fight in September, like my path when I'm fighting, it doesn't matter who you are, where it is, anything like that. Like, I am fighting. I have a certain schedule that I am doing, and I'll fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. I've always been like that, and I'll always be like that. And this kid thinks I'm running, bro. Like, I went, like, I don't care, bro. I don't care who you are. Like, this, if you really think I'm running, bro, like, you're stupid. So like, he can sit here and say like whatever, like I didn't accept the fight or anything, man. Like, September came around, I'm ready to fight. I see, he promised his girlfriend he'd spend time with her or something. Like, what kind of excuse is that? We're fighters, bro. Like, I get that. That's like, save that shit for the holidays, bro. Come on. Like, now I'm finally offered his fucking name. I said yes. The second I'm offered his fucking name, I said yes, dude. I don't give a fuck about the price. I didn't give a fuck about anything like that. It's just about fighting this kid and knocking him the fuck out.
There you go, man. Listen, I think that I said it to Aaron. I know you were getting the gym and you were training and all that stuff, so you didn't hear it. Like, this is a card that has 4 title fights. Like, we haven't crowned an amateur, a pro flyweight title since, probably about 8-9 years. We're crowning the first one. We have the welterweight title. We have a welterweight amateur title. We have an OG title for the first time. But this is one of the fights that I get asked about on level, if not more, because of the bad blood and kind of the past history. And you did a great interview with Domenico, and you really came across great in that interview. And you were like, listen, don't tap. I want to strangle the life out of this guy.
Yeah.
The fans are interested.
That shit's fucking real, bro. Like, you sit here and you talk all that fucking talk, and I see these people, like, they all want me to keep it standing because, dude, I am going to fucking, I'm going to smoke your boy. I don't give a fuck who you are. You guys can all chirp for this kid. Aaron, you can sit here and watch my fucking shit. You can chirp all you want, but when it's me and you in the cage and we're locked in there, no fucking talking or anything, I get to fucking get my hands on you and fuck you up. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is with that. There's no more talking. No more talking with that. You can sit here, you can comment all you want. I didn't watch a single second of his interview because I don't give a fuck. But, like,
Listen, I literally am sweating over here because you guys, like, the intensity is crazy. I got to bring it down a little bit. We know that this is a grudge match. We know how much you guys want to get your hands on each other. I cannot wait for next Saturday. He says he's going to knock you out. My last thing before I want to segue and kind of get
I never been knocked out in my life, bro. Good luck. I got a big ass head. You ain't gonna fucking knock me out. I'll eat 100 of your punches, bro. Come on. Let's be fucking real right now. Let's be fucking real, Aaron.
So if we could have Amanda, stop being in the comments. It's your man's 35th birthday. Go. You can watch us tomorrow. Go hang out with Mr. Bohn and celebrate his 35th birthday. But he gave us his prediction. I want to get to know the Hitman.
He still won't hit it, Rob.
What do you say? As
big
soon
target.
As you hit
big head, big up. Target. Still won't fucking hit it.
She's making it. All right. So I want you to give the fans, I'm going to bring up full screen, your message, one decisive message to Aaron Hughes and the fans about this matchup. And then I want to ask you some more questions.
No more fucking talking, bro. Fucking time to do it. Make that weight. I already know you will. You're pretty dedicated with that. I know you work hard. I'll give you respect with that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to come in there. I'm going to take you out in your own place, whether your boys like it or not. They can talk all the talk they want, but when it's me and you in that cage, ain't no more fucking talking, bro. Ain't no more fucking talking.
There you go. All right, man. I appreciate that. Now, I know that we're going to lose some fans because they don't going to with the boring stuff. That they came here for the popcorn moments. But Jake, you're fairly new to the Cage Titans fan base and the audience. And I'll be real with you. Cage Titans fans just like fighters. They love intensity. They love this type of stuff that you're bringing. Let's get to know you a little better. Like, what brought you to fighting and kind of how did you get into this?
So, I grew up watching fights and all this. My friends, especially my friend Grady, he got me into MMA and all this. Like his older brother passed away back in 2011, and like he was obsessed with this stuff. And like he kind of like after he passed, like we got like really into it, and Grady's always told me like I'd be really good. And it was like my senior year of high school. I've been wrestling since I was 4 years old. So, like, I was going to finish out my high school career with that. And then junior year, he got into MMA. And he's like, oh, once you're done with your senior year of high school, you should, once you're done with, like, wrestling your senior year, you should get into fighting. And I started training that March 2017 or something. Yeah. And I trained for a little bit, did a jiu-jitsu tournament, and then like I won it. I fell in love with it, but like I had to do school and stuff, so I got a little distracted for like a month, and then Bohn actually like got my number, and he reached out and he's like, where you at? Where you been? And I was like, who is this? And he's like, Jacob Bohn. And I was like, oh geez, I gotta come in. And ever since like it was like that was like April 2017, and then I just nonstop trained since then. I've been training a bunch, especially under Jake, and then I went pro last year. I've already been in a bunch of different promotions. I'm only 24 years old. I've got my whole freaking career ahead of me, but it's only up from here, and I'm already making waves. I'm excited for this shit, bro.
So sometimes I always like to ask, like, who is the Hitman outside of fighting? Like, were you competitive? Anything else like growing up? What do you do for work outside if you do work? Because I think that's important to kind of tell the human being you are. Because I've had fighters that are like, I didn't like this fighter, but oh shit, this guy was a skier, or man, I like skiing. I was a skier, like like something that can relate to. So kind of who are you outside of the cage and outside the training room?
Shit, man. I was voted funniest kid in class. I'm just a fucking funny guy. I don't really ever have, Aaron Hughes is really one of my first enemies in life. So, like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of something you always wanted, especially like when you grew up watching fights and stuff. It makes you more motivated. But like, outside of fighting, I work for an arborist. I work with an arborist, like cutting down trees and all that tree removal stuff part time. That's pretty fun, but my main life is just fighting. I've been like I said, I was wrestling since I was 4 years old. I've been traveling, all over the East Coast, just doing that. It was my main sport in school, and I did football in high school. Um,
What position?
like I was a receiver, but I was mainly a safety. I like defense, hitting people. I was small though. I didn't. I was like, I graduated at like 5'8", bro. I'm at 6'2" now. Like I hit puberty late, kinda. I'm a late bloomer.
There you go. Well, you're 24 years young. You still got a huge career ahead of you. So we look forward to seeing you. And your last parting shot, for the fans of K-Shines and the Jake Hixenbaugh fans, give them your final shout out before you go for the night.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see y'all. Even if y'all hate me, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon, man. Make it a party after I take this kid out. Have drinks with any of y'all, especially, Mike. He's gonna owe me a beer whether he picks me or not for this fight. He better pick me again because I'm not letting him down this time. Like that's no contest is a letdown for everybody. But yeah, man, just right these wrongs and then let's have a fun time at the bar. I can't fucking wait.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Big Mikey, Rob Pico, those fans are just there having some fun with you guys as well. I'm sure they're going to be buying your first beer. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We wish you
Thank you guys.
best of luck in your weight cut and getting ready for next week, and we'll see you next Friday.
All right. See you guys. Aaron, I'll see you soon, boy. I saw his little comment. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, geez. Nikki's making me sweat. Get him off the screen. Jesus. Oh, man. I got to tell you, man, it's always fun. What I love about this, somebody said, hey, we need more beef fights. Like, I got to say, I would always look at those as sideshows and be like, we don't want to manufacture that type of shit. Because I remember when I was fighting, promoters would kind of manufacture